Good performances against Nico Springer, and last night against Stephen Bunting in a match that flip-flopped around. He defied some pretty heavy power scoring from the Bullet to prevail 6-5. He comes up against Gian Van Veen, who kicked proceedings off yesterday afternoon. It was a stunning display against Robert Owing, averaging 102.65. There was a brilliant 1-3-2 checkout along the way. When he hit the 25 with his first start, you just knew it was going to go. It was that perfect of a guide. Van Veen looking to collect his first Euro Tour title this weekend, a man who's progressed very rapidly up the ranks, the number 12 seed, against the unseeded Peter Wright. But he has been particularly dangerous this weekend. I'll be alongside me in comms. Are you expecting Peter Wright to continue the good form he's shown of late, or is Gian Van Veen going to throw a spanner in the works?
Well, it's so hard to know with Peter Wright at the moment, isn't it? Whether he's going to be able to replicate that, whether there's going to be a huge fall-off. But for Gian Van Veen, he made his Euro Tour debut in this event back in 2022. Lost in the first round on that occasion to Vincent van der Voort.
60.
Best run so far in one of these events. The quarter-finals has done so on 4 occasions, and 2 of them come in this year. I think I'd just about make Gian Van Veen the favourite to come through this one, but look, Peter Wright, what he did yesterday against Stephen Bunting, the Bullet averaging 103 in that one, but what Peter Wright did so well was he just had 6 good legs. And that's the aim, get to 6. So he did exactly what was needed. Played some good stuff in there. And this is pretty good, isn't it?
99. Peter, you require 124.
An early break of throw. Not going to go, and that's nowhere near treble 20. That's straight in. Options available to him. And then he hits the bullseye for good measure. How often do you see that?
160.
Perfect. Oh, he couldn't stack it on top.
It looked perfect, didn't it, to just nestle one on top of it. Double 4 for Peter Wright. Is pinned for a 14-dart break of throw. Yeah, it's pretty difficult, isn't it, with Peter Wright, because even during the Premier League campaign, everything he was saying, he remained so positive and upbeat. It was pretty difficult to really gauge how he was feeling during that time, because outwardly it was very positive. It was, no, nothing's that bad, it's absolutely fine. So it was quite difficult to
45.
know exactly what he was thinking.
He's starting with the darts that he finished the match last night with. Not using the Simon Whitlock darts, which makes me think he did literally borrow them off Simon rather than use a set that he's bought himself.
140.
Here's Peter Wright, though. He can throw anything. Take the flights off, and he's still going to be averaging in the 90s, you imagine.
43.
Yeah, why would you stick with a set that you played so well with?
$140.
The winner of this one, of course, will take on Michael van Gerwen in the quarter-finals this evening. MVG looking very good at the moment as well, isn't he?
41.
Potentially teeing up what must be their 4,000th meeting if he goes on and beats Van Veen.
100.
Two have only played each other once, and it was in the days when Van Veen was a Challenge Tour filler-inner. Like won on that occasion, averaging 106.
57. 60. Gian Van Veen, 78.
First start made it difficult for Peter Wright to land a treble. For parity and a break back.
38.
And it doesn't go, so Peter Wright gets a look. Another 3 figure out. Would be his 5th of the weekend. Just about sneaks in to give him a dart at tops.
96.
But he pulls it quite away low of the target.
Game on the second leg.
Van Veen straight in. 19 dart break back. Not as explosive from him as it was against Robert Owen. So, if you've got leg 3 on your Peter Wright changing his darts bingo card, well done you.
100.
Very lemon and lime theme going on there.
$78.
I mean, I know we have to keep talking about it because he keeps doing it, but it is just happens now, doesn't it?
140.
Even when he's playing well, even when he's filling up the treble 20 bed, it's like, just expect it now. It just happens. It's one of those things.
100.
Yeah, I don't know what the thinking is with Peter Wright, but I've got to say they're among some of his more psychedelic darts. Very eye-catching.
100.
Gian Van Veen's an exponent of unit using really long points, which logically allows him to score better.
Well, again on throw here, Gian Van Veen. He's going to need a 6th visit if he's to take the leg. Scoring just not there really for him at the moment. Snakebite can't find his way through to the treble segment, and that 3rd dart, wild. See there. I think he's got sick in his mouth after that 1st dart.
88.
Yeah, I know he likes to stack them, but that's taking it to a bit of an extreme. Oh, he went tops. Jose de Wright.
60. Gian Van Veen, 32.
Weird game of darts, this.
And he does finally get the leg 1 in 21 darts. It took him 7 visits to the board to hold throw. His winning legs in 19 and 21, but somehow he's ahead in this 100. It's not been the game that I was expecting for certain. I thought one, if not both of them, would make quite an explosive start, to be honest. There you can see Peter Wright has had 1 dart to win each leg.
91.
I think the player I'm a little bit more surprised at so far is actually Gian Van Veen.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be out the blocks very quickly. We, of course, don't know what we're going to get from Peter Wright these days. Some of his results have been up and down. There were lots of good signs down under, reached a couple of semi-finals, but then he, on the Pro Tours that we've just had, no disrespect, he's losing to players that he should be beating. Lost to Jim Williams, lost to Adam Warner on the Pro Tour. Come back here, he's played very well against Nico Springer and Stephen Bunting, but seems to be regressing to his mean form at the moment.
That's more like it from Snakebite, his 2nd maximum of this one. But is he going to get a look? May not, but he does. It's another dart missed at double for Gian Van Veen.
Has to split. Up for double four.
22.
Wide of the target.
Gianni require 36.
Double nine. It was inside.
No score.
A bit of a lazy dart. You can tell he didn't throw it properly because it landed in a completely different angle to normal.
Games from the fourth.
Peter Wright levels things up, and this has been a real scrap so far. Some interesting approach play from Van Veen when he had 98.
60.
14 for double 18 is not a route you see too often.
Peter Wright yesterday, as we mentioned, had to find a way past Stephen Bunting, who was playing some exceptional stuff, throwing so much at him. Completely different challenge on his hands here this afternoon.
121.
Gian Van Veen has played 36 matches on the Euro Tour. Only 3 times has he averaged in the 80s. It's just not what you expect from him. He's got such a high ceiling. He's someone who we've seen average in excess of 114 on the Euro Tour. Damon Heta knows very well what this man is capable of doing.
138.
Double 18, you would think.
98. Gianni require 80.
The way his darts lie, this should be a good shot, and he hits the treble. Lead double 10, Van Veen back in front.
Matches the best leg of this match, a 14-darter. And he'll just be glad, I think, given how the last leg panned out, that there was just no faffing at the back end of it.
Yet to reach the quarter-final stage of a Euro Tour this year, Peter Wright. Because he has dropped out of the seedings, it's made more difficult for him because he's got to play on Friday evening.
140.
Van Veen went down to Cullen in Graz and Ross Smith in Leverkusen in the final 8.
135.
But the improvements, even the way his darts are entering the board from the Premier League campaign he had, it's a massive difference, isn't it? There's certainly encouragement for a strong
96.
second half of 2024 for Peter Wright. Work with that first dart.
Wants to try and squeeze it in treble 20. He's not able to do it.
You require 109.
He leaves exactly what he took in the previous leg. Might not get another chance, though. Tops for Peter Wright. His ton plus checkouts have been very good this weekend, but he can't add to his tally.
Gianni require 80.
Nice open bed for a break of throw.
60. PT, you require 20.
Yeah, that's a finish that should be an advantage, isn't it, to Gian Van Veen, given how his darts lie. Wasn't to be on that occasion, though. Can Peter Wright work his way in from there? Not with dart 2.
No
So
score.
close for snake bite.
Gian, you require 20.
Glided into the first dart. Van Veen cannot punish.
PT, you require 20.
Well, neither of them having a jolly time on the outer ring, but it is Peter Wright who takes the leg and levels us up. He's 3 from 12, Gian 3 from 13.
140.
It's not been a classic. And I don't even know who'll be the happier to be level at this moment.
Probably just be equally unhappy.
140. $134.
Well, on the basis of what we've seen this afternoon, I don't think Michael van Gerwen will particularly fear Peter Wright or Gian Van Veen.
85.
No, not on this performance, but surely whichever one of these two he'll face, he'll expect it to be significantly better than this.
95. Gian, you require 142.
Oh, brilliant. Double 16.
From the seventh
That
leg.
is better. That is what we've been missing. Gian Van Veen didn't need to stay on the treble 20 to go at double 11. With Peter Wright way back, and it's a classy 1-4-2 to re-establish the lead.
100.
The best leg of the match so far, just reminding us what he's capable of. There you see it, a 12 darter for Gian Van Veen. That's what we
96.
expect from the youngster. Was beaten in the World Youth Final last year by Luke Littler, who'll be in action in our final third round match this afternoon against Ryan Searle. That could be a real blockbuster tie.
42.
Yeah, we touched on it briefly last night, but that Pro Tour final at the beginning of the year, if it's half as good as that, wow. Not sure what the hesitation was there with Peter Wright, but fourth 180 of the match.
81. PT, you require 143.
Van Veen's just hit 142. Peter Wright go one better. Yes, he can. It's raining ton plus checkouts now in Hildesheim.
Ninth leg, Gian to Tokyo. 100.
Well, this could get very good, couldn't it?
What is the likelihood that this ninth leg is taken out on 144?
140. $93.
Feels like it's hard work for Gian Van Veen at the moment, doesn't it? Not coming as easily to him as it so often does.
140. 58.
And I actually think it's a performance like this that tells us a lot about Peter Wright and where he is at the moment. Yes, we've seen some high numbers from him and we've thought, oh, is he back? Is this the moment? As Gian Van Veen piles in his first maximum of the match, it's these where he's having to really dig deep, where he's being asked questions and he's not going to get a dart at double. Hugely frustrating. But yeah, I think it's this type of match that really tells us where's his B game, where's his C game at? Can he dig himself out of the mud where he's averaging in the low 90s? It's double 8 for Gian Van Veen to move within 1, and he's not able to take it. So to get the breaker throw that he needs, Peter Wright. And double 12 is pinned. It's a 13 dart break of throw.
There's been a real burst from Peter Wright just when he needed it. 2 legs in 25 darts.
Well, it's like the 1-4-2 for Gian Van Veen has actually sparked Peter Wright into action in this one. That's the kick he needed.
Van Veen has had darts to win all but 2 of the legs. They've been consistently trading blows throughout. That's happened one too many times for Peter Wright. The dart drifting into treble 1, but it is an excellent adjustment.
Yeah, it's been quite strange though, hasn't it? They haven't always been belting blows or convincing blows.
Been jabs, mainly.
Yeah. Neither of these have taken the game by the scruff of the neck and really run with it. But it looks like Peter Wright is running away with this match now. How much pressure can Van Veen apply?
100. Peter, you require 81.
He's had a 12 darter, a 13 darter. Won't be a 14 darter to end things. What does he do now? Does he go double-double? Of course he does.
45.
Unsuccessfully so. Van Veen needs some inspiration. Right with the last darts he throws. Peter Wright wants double 18. For the first time in 2024, Peter Wright is in the quarter-finals of a European Tour event. It is a title he wants to reclaim 7 years on from winning here in Hildesheim. Not his prettiest display, but it was another solid